Hey family, what's good? It's the give back season, and what other way is there than giving back some education and knowledge? Today's content will be a little bit different. We're gonna find ourselves breaking down today's trade. I want you guys to understand what I am going through and how you can find yourself approaching this in the future as well. For the sake of keeping this content sweet and short, I'm gonna find myself only focusing on what happened over the course of today. So what we're gonna find ourselves doing is look at this trade right over here, and we're gonna find ourselves breaking that down. Now this methodology is quite simple. All you're gonna find yourself doing is focusing on the following, and this will be fair value gaps, order blocks, volume imbalances, supply and demand, as well as buy side and sell side liquidity. So me, Diego, I find myself looking at my 1 hourly market structure as my intraday time frame to navigate where price can find itself heading into. One thing that I always look out for will be some equal lows or equal highs. You will see that there's so much liquidity resting at these areas, and once price is taking out some relatively equal lows or equal highs, this is where price will find itself having some sort of a pullback. Me as a scalper, I want to take advantage of that pullback right there. So without wasting no time, let's get into this beautiful breakdown. I'm gonna see y'all in the other side. Let's go. Starting off from our 1 hourly time frame, we can basically see that we have been quite overly extended towards the downside. You know what, as well as we are in somewhat of a consolidation, right? Respecting the highs, respecting the lows. So everything we just make mention, we're gonna put that into practical use. So this right here was my thought process on this beautiful pair called the NASDAQ. Okay, so 1 hourly time frame, we can see that we do have some lovely sell side liquidity resting at this area right over here with this swing point right there, right? But not only do we have some sell side liquidity, right, but we also do have some relatively equal lows as well. So if I can extend price to the left, right, we can see that we have a low right there, a low right there as well. And what did I tell you guys about relatively equal lows or relatively equal highs? We have a whole lot of liquidity resting at these areas. These are the areas where we want to find ourselves participating in with price. Okay, so looking at my 1 hourly time frame, I can see that we do have some relatively equal lows. I would like to see these lows being taken out and then have some sort of an actual pushback towards the upside, right? And the same thing is happening above price as well. Here we can basically see that we do have some buy side liquidity, but not only do we have some buy side liquidity, but you know what, we have some relatively equal highs as well. So now all we're gonna find ourselves doing is scale down to the lower time frame and see if there's anything telling us that this is where we can find ourselves taking price from. Right now, one thing you guys need to take into consideration is that once price takes out a swing high or a swing low, right, price will find itself tapping into a magnet. And what is a magnet? A magnet is literally everything I found myself showing or telling you guys previously, right? Volume imbalances, etc, etc. So here we can see we have some relatively equal highs, right? And right above price, can you see that this is where we have a beautiful volume imbalance, right? Beautiful volume imbalance above price, right? So this is a great indication that if we would take out some buy side liquidity, this could serve as a quote unquote resistance area to where we can find ourselves having some sort of a reversal from. Looking at our lows as well, let's scale down and see if there's any magnets below price over here. Here we can't see anything, so we need to scale down to the lower time frame, right? Over here we can't see anything as well. 5-minute time frame, let's see, nothing as well, right? Nothing. So what do you do in a case like this? All you're gonna find yourself doing is literally the following. You're just gonna wait for that low to be taken out, and once that low is taken out, you're gonna have to wait for a pattern like this to occur, right? You need to see a beautiful swing low being taken out, and then you want to see the high being taken out, and then you want to see a fair value gap inside this region right over here for a nice move back towards the upside. Okay, quite simple. So scaling into our actual 5-minute time frame, we can see intraday structure or internal structure, we do have some relatively equal highs over there as well. So this is a great area telling us that, you know what, we can find ourselves taking out these highs over there as well, right? So let's forward price. So here we can basically see that those relatively equal lows has been taken out, right? If you guys want to look for some beautiful buying opportunities, you want to see this high being taken out, right? Where your actual buy side is coming through. As you guys can see that we had a beautiful swing low over here as well, and this swing low has been taken out as well, and this would be considered as sell side liquidity, right? So all you're gonna find yourself doing is literally just be patient. There you guys can see that we had a beautiful shift towards the upside. Did we create an actual fair value gap? Yes, we did, right there. So find yourself boxing it out. All you're now going to find yourself doing is literally just wait for price to come back into this area for a beautiful long opportunity. That is it. But what if price is not going to find itself coming back to this area, right? Price will have a rally to take out these relatively equal highs, tap into a magnet, and then have a beautiful shift back towards the downside. So price need to take out these relatively equal highs over there, right? And if price is going to find itself taking out those highs, where is the next area price can find itself heading into? And that will literally be this beautiful magnet, which we find ourselves identifying on our 30-minute, which is our volume imbalance. Okay, our volume imbalance. So this is literally where you can find yourself going short, right? Most importantly, you just want to keep your stops above your actual volume imbalance or above an actual swing point, right? When it comes down to risk, you know what, this will literally differ from person to person. So you know what, most importantly, what you need to find yourself doing is give your trade some breathing space. You don't always have to have those tight low stop losses, right? You don't always have to find yourself having that right there. So if you wanted to find yourself going short and this was the trade over the course of the day, right, all you had to do was be patient. There your actual trade would be tap into, right? And this is literally where you're gonna find yourself. Just be patient and wait for your actual trade to play out. Look at that, you know what, beautiful tap, beautiful shift back towards the downside. If you wanted to find yourself going long, look at how price found itself reacting from this area. Obviously, if you wanted to take this beautiful long opportunity, your trade would find itself looking something like this. Stops below the actual swing point, but you know what, you can give your actual trade a little bit of breathing space, and all you need to find yourself doing is just securing that 1-to-2 ratio. And as you guys can see, price had a beautiful respect from that area over there as well. I hope you guys have a clear understanding of what I mentioned. It's me, your boy D. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. I'm out.